Niyanig ang Padada, Davao del Sur.
Davao de Oro Provincial Hospital were
Bayan ng Santa Maria sa Davao Occidental.
apektado rin ang mga pananim sa Kiblawan, Sulok at Malalag.
Tara at sabay natin bisitahin ang Barangay Gihing. Barangay Gihing experienced strong quakes dated back on October 16 with magnitude 6.3, October 29 with magnitude 6.6, October 31 with magnitude 6.9, and the strongest one was on December 15 with 6.9 magnitude. Due to this catastrophe, the community are affected emotionally, mentally, physically, and also financially. This also brings damages to infrastructures, houses, and livelihood. Because of this disaster, the community experiences trauma and stress that entails in their minds forever. For most of the people in the barangay lack of knowledge about disaster awareness. The people have the misconception that a tsunami will occur since there is an earthquake even though the epicenter is not near or at the body of water. Hence, the misconception circulates the whole barangay that causes everyone to panic. Additionally, the strong earthquakes leave evidences in the locality. Haguri National High School is one of the affected infrastructure. Its cracks and damages are still evident up until today. This causes the school to lock with facilities and to do suspension of class and shifting. A neighboring municipality was also damaged by the said earthquake. Padada Davao del Sur was also greatly affected by the strong wave, which caused on all of the infrastructure to collapse. So the place is called Southern. It's like a semi-mall here in Padada, and we asked some residents here, and they told me that many people would really come by here before the shop, but sadly, since it collapsed and had a big damage, it caused the store to close.
In December 16, 2019, I witnessed a 6.9 magnitude of earthquake at Padara, Davao del Sur. The building they call Southern collapsed. Many people were shocked and cried because of what happened.
Lord! Lord, ginukutabang!
Ito siya nga experience sa mga kwan kanang ang duck cover and hold na to magamit niya po nato siya, dili na siya ingon nga ginabaliwala ta na, pero magamit niya po nato stop, look and listen nga kuan nga part kay dili lang ta mag duck cover and hold lang ta, pero tan-aw po nato ang unsay gitawag taguan nato. Kung tan-aw po nyo nga dili na gyud safety niya, tan-aw mga bato, ang mga building na structure nga concrete, pagtan-aw nyo nga itaguan nyo plastic ra nga lamisa, kung mahimo mag-cover lang mo sa inyong ulo. Kung namoy mag-cover nga kanang medyo gahi gyud, nahinay lang pud mo kuan subay, kung makasubay mo sa daplin, kay kung dili na gyud mo safety, kay sa tinuod lang kita ray kabalo sa safety sa atong palibot.
In addition to what Mr. Rehidor said, we should first know more about what is an earthquake and what we should have to do before, during, and after an earthquake. Earthquake is a shaking of the earth caused by waves moving on and below the earth's surface and causing surface faulting, tremors, vibration, liquefaction, landslides, aftershocks, and tsunamis. Earthquakes strike suddenly without warning. Planning and identifying potential hazards are key to effectively reduce the dangers of serious injury or loss of life from an earthquake. The following should be done before, during, and after an earthquake. Before an earthquake, do not panic, remain calm. Familiarize yourself with your place of work or residence. Take note of hotlines and emergency numbers to call for help. Prepare an emergency supply kit or consisting of food, water, clothing, first aid supplies, mobile phones, whistle, flashlight, and extra batteries. Secure heavy furniture and objects which may break, lost, and fall during an earthquake. If outdoors, move to an open area away from nearby buildings, bridges, posts, power lines, and other structures that may fall or collapse. If driving, pull over to the side of the road and stay as low as possible inside the vehicle. After an earthquake, stay calm, check yourself for any injuries, check for injured or trapped people near the affected area, seek medical help if you or others are injured, check for fire, toxic, chemical spills, and other hazards in your surroundings. Check water and electric lines for defects or damage. Listen to the radio or watch local TV for additional information and safety instructions. Evacuate immediately if you smell or hear gas and you are not able to shut it off. Lastly, stay away from damaged buildings. Moreover, as an earthquake occurs, there is a possibility that it can generate a tsunami. But not all earthquakes causes a tsunami. And to avoid the misconception of tsunami incident again from happening, there are 4 conditions necessary for an earthquake to cause a tsunami. The earthquake must occur beneath the ocean or cause the material to slide into the ocean. The earthquake must rupture the Earth's surface and it must occur in shallow depth less than 70 kilometers below the surface of the Earth. The earthquake must be strong, at least magnitude 6.5 on the Richter scale. Lastly, the earthquake must cause vertical movement of the seafloor, up to several meters. During a tsunami, know the signs of an incoming tsunami. Earthquake that is strong enough to be felt, sudden drop or rise of seawater level, roaring sound of incoming tsunami. Stay on higher grounds. Do not stay in low-lying coastal area after an earthquake. Move to higher ground immediately. Before a tsunami, know if your area has potential threat of tsunami. Know the location of the evacuation site and the fastest and safest route to go there. Participate in community tsunamis preparedness actions and drills. Plant mangroves and trees near the shore. And lastly, prepare your family's go bag containing items needed for survival. Never go down to the beach to watch or take pictures of the tsunami. And after a tsunami, stay alert and keep safe. The Philippine archipelago, located near western edge of the Pacific Ocean, is in the direct path of seasonal typhoons and monsoons. Rains which brings floods, storms, storm surge, and other attendant landslides and other forms of disasters. Just last November 18, 2022, Barangay Gihing also experienced the rising of water level within the river. River floods are also known as fluvial floods. This type of flooding happens when the water level of a body of water rises past the shoreline and onto land not typically covered with water. If you are under a flood warning, find safe shelter right away. Do not walk, swim, or drive through flood waters. Turn around, don't drown. Remember, just 6 inches of moving water can knock you down, and 1 foot of moving water can sweep your vehicle away. Stay off bridges over fast-moving water. Depending on the type of flooding, evacuate if told to do so, move to higher ground or a higher floor, and lastly, stay where you are. These were the damages caused by the flood. This part of the riprap have a big cracks and some of the trees were drifted. Landslides happen when there are unstable slopes during or after heavy rains or droughts. Earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. Mountainous and sloping area are more likely to experience landslides. Ways to cope with landslides. Find out whether or not landslides have occurred previously in your area by contacting local authorities. Second is listen to the radio, watch TV, or use the internet for weather updates. and contact local authorities about emergency and evacuation plans. If you live in an area vulnerable to landslides, consider evacuating soon. Be wary of holes or bare spots on hillsides, tilted trees or fences or riprap may also indicate unstable slopes. Listen for rumbling sounds. This is a sign of an approaching landslide. Be alert when driving along sloping areas. Roads may become black or closed due to collapsed pavement debris. Get away from any debris flow, move to the nearest high ground or run for the nearest shelter and take cover, if possible, under a desk, table, or other piece of sturdy furniture. Stay away from the area where a landslide has just occurred and flooding or additional slides may occur after. Check for injured or trapped people near the affected area. And lastly, listen to the radio or TV for emergency information.
Piste mo, di ka tawa sila tayo. Gitripay, tayo 3 to 1 tayo.
An-action.
Patay niya na.
Hi guys!
Tisha, lantaw mo.
By the flag.
Wait lang.
Sama!
Wait lang. 3, 2, 1. Uy.
Hey! 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 Hello, say last word po diri.
What is your last words?
Ang my family.
Uy! Ako alam rin sitwasyon diri guys.
And safety instructions. Evacuate, please now or tear gas and you are not able to just more hours. More hours. Sub. There are 4 stations.
All the girls been needed.
I need a big boy. I want a big boy. Give me a big. Bibigay ko tayo yung 10. More hours. Wala po, excited.